here, and then
Yeah.
the full screen here.
We ready?
Yeah, yeah. You should
Live and
all be
in?
seeing Connor's list. Connor's. Yep, that's
Yeah,
it.
all good. You can see
Yeah,
it.
Mm-hmm.
you may start.
Alright, sweet. Alright, so I play the same deck as G-Man. Obviously, Punk Synchro, clean deck, a clean 43. I did not want to play more than 43,
Mm.
and I definitely didn't want to play Meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Good
did the right
call.
choice. He did the right choice.
So basically, the deck is Scythe Turbo. Um, has very reliable minimum combo against Scythe, and then hopefully you can, mill something extra to access
Yep.
your Run or Arclight. So we got the one Scythe.
Mm.
My hand traps were 3 Ash, Veiler, 3 Nib, and I think they're probably the most reliable hand traps this format for combo. And I expected lots of Sword Soul, so Nib is pretty good against Sword Soul.
Yep.
And then Veiler and Pam both very good. Ash kind of sucks.
Mm.
And she's kind of mid, but you need it for Despia because
Yeah, exactly. So every game turn 3 against Sword Soul, I sided out Ash.
Yep. And at least
Um,
Ash stops E-Telly as well, like.
that's
yeah,
true. But
exactly.
stops Foxy Tune, stops Hulk if it's not being blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Enchantress,
that was that, and then I played Dix. I basically expected everyone else to be on these hand traps as well, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And it came out because I won my match against Striker, ripping out Ray.
Nice.
So that was pretty good. And then I'll just go through my punk stuff. Got 3 Foxy, 3 E-Tally, basically another copy. The 1 Ogre Dance because it's dark, and then 2 Xiamen and 1 Deno.
Oh yeah,
I just
something that
want
I
to,
forgot to
yeah.
note. This
What's
deck
that?
actually has a real problem with getting Dark Monsters for Kills Ruler, so
Mm-hmm.
having Ogre Downs
Mm.
actually helps a lot with it. It is deck specific.
Yeah, exactly.
Continue.
It's good as one of like if you get Scythe locked under Brun, you can usually if you can summon your Ogre Dance, then you use the effect of Yaman, boost it up to 26. If they like they
31.
summon and they try to negate the sorry,
Yeah.
31, boosted by 6.
Mm-hmm.
If they try to negate the Yaman, then you just chain your Ogre Dance and it gains the attack of Brun. So
Nice.
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine. Um, 3 Foxy Chain just because you want to see your special summon more than your normal
Yep.
summon.
hmm
And you only need 1 Deno. I don't think you need any more than that. You do the combo once and then you're pretty set after
Yep.
that.
Yeah, that
Then
makes
you've
sense.
got the Red Rose stuff. Same thing. You just hook into your Red Rose with Griffin. Gaming. We got the 1 Griffin, 3 Enchantress, 3, the standard combo. The 1 Foolish, it's another copy of Enchantress, it's a copy of Snow, it's a copy of Jet Synchron.
Mm-hmm.
What more can you ask for? I only played 1 Illusion and 1 Souls. If I see it with Adventure, then it's like a pot of greed. If
Mm-hmm.
I mill it off Chaos, then I can access Arclight. Yeah, pretty standard. I can't put bricks back because I'm playing 1-1, sadly.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. And then the best shoot, 1 call by best tech card in the game, in my opinion, right now.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I think
broken.
you have
This
to play
card's broken.
call by like in any deck nowadays if you want to
Yeah, exactly.
play the game. And
Exactly right. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the main deck summed up. It was pretty good actually. I had it once the whole day against Dragon Link where I drew double Nib, Veiler, tactics, and call by.
Going first.
Yeah, going first felt good.
Yep.
I won that one though, luckily.
I mean, like, you've got, like, Neb plus another hand trap. At least, like, well, I'm probably going to live.
Yeah, exactly. Then I think I drew into Red Rose, and then I was like, "How can he got ashed?" I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, fantastic!"
Yeah.
But yeah, he couldn't play for a second Nib either, and then died to Adventure because I drew Faith for the next turn. And
so
we're
good.
just some of the extra deck. Yeah, some of the extra deck. We got the Brun, good card. We've got Kazra, Broken, Arclight. You can play around Droplet.
Yeah, great to have out.
Yeah. I used so when I was comboing, I was always ending with Scythe Engraving using Bronze in the standby phase because I was not losing to Dark Ruler.
Because that's such a choke when you have to, when you don't need a scythe. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, my logic for playing Imperm was that I could just standby phase Imperm the Hulk
Your
on my
Hulk.
opponent if I was playing the Mirror.
Yeah, 300%.
So that's why I opted to always combo that way, and then
Yep.
I could, I would then Rise would be a level 2, so then Riser and Chaos Ruler makes your Chenying, which you can trigger off of Hulk yourself anyway. So then you just get a back row pop for Banish and your Scythe. So yeah, it's pretty clean.
Yeah.
I played Hot Red just because I liked it, but I actually never
That is
summoned
the
it
one
before.
deviation between yours and G-Man's. Obviously, you had Mir Yazi, you had Abyss instead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because I
and
opted to
even
go for the Chenying, it never came up.
and
So
what's the name
it
of
was
it? What's the name of it? And even for the side, like when I cut the Yazi, I decided, okay, Lina is better because, in my opinion, is you don't the turn 0 of your deck is like most of the time is fine. It's after the turn 0 that you need to have more tools to access the lane access codes.
Yeah,
And
you
Lana
need
is
to
one
be.
of those cards.
Yeah, you need to get to access code with the smallest amount of cards, right?
yeah, exactly.
Um,
So then, and the next card we have the Pip. Let's see. I summoned it against against our NIC champ David. Just because I was interrupted, sadly, and well, I mean, I had to make it as big as possible just to hope, but I couldn't get my life points down to 4K, so I died, basically.
Rough.
And then let's see, Riser, Standard, Chenying, Wonder Magician pops, Dagda, or Pop Bearer, which is probably more. I use it that way. Access code is OTK, Dagda for combo. Elsa, this card was cracked.
Like
Against Sword Soul, rebonding Akara for free
Hulk.
free Hulk.
So good.
In the mirror,
the almond.
the Xiamen. I did that. I played two punk mirrors.
Yeah.
2 punk mirrors, and this came up perfect. Dark Charmer. I think I only summoned once, if I remember correctly, just so I wouldn't get shooted. And then follow up.
Oh yeah, fair
But
enough.
it didn't matter. And then your Anima, it's a dark, it's a spellcaster, so you can turn your Vela into a dark monster, and then you still get access to Selene, and you have a light hand up for Chaos Rule in the Grave. So
or a Dark Forest as code.
Yeah, exactly. It was pretty much the only reason I played it, but with access code, I always had, you always have a water, a light, and then probably, something else you use.
Yeah, you would usually want to have a third attribute because just so makes easier just to clean up the board even more so you can just swing for a game.
Exactly. I wanted to keep the Synchro count down, so I probably should have cut this, but because D-Bear is still a card, but I never got hit with any of those floodgate cards in my Swiss matchups, so I was like lucky.
I got the bear.
Yeah.
I got the bear quite a bit. Like it didn't
I
hurt
got
as
buried
much.
Yeah, I didn't get buried. I didn't get anti-spell. I didn't get Mystic Mind. So
I got
just free.
I legit
got
got
mine.
mined. I got mined almost every single I think I got mined out of the 7 rounds 3 of them, something like that.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah, I mean, let's see, it's prepared for in the side deck and Draco back, but I just didn't have to deal with it, so I got lucky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so side deck one last year, just for flunder basically. Instead of playing Necro World and Zombie World, Necro World Banshee and Zombie World. I could just play one card on the side that I can access through deck. Then I have the 1 token collector for the Sword Soul matchup, or even any adventure mirror I'd face. 2 Cosmic to go with 3 Evenly and Red Reboot as my back row against back row decks like Eldritch. I didn't even play a single Eldritch deck the whole day, so I
But should be
only started
nice.
in I only started in Cosmics for the Despia.
Yeah,
Then I
fair.
had the one crossout. I just didn't know what else to put. I don't want the third Cosmic. And I actually, when I'm going first, I don't even put any of my side cards in.
Mm-hmm.
I
Other than Token
deviated from that.
Collector,
I put
right?
one going for.
Or
Though it depends on the matchup. But yeah, Token Collector would go on against Sword Soul or the
yeah,
Mirror.
yeah.
I decided to put Lancia in against Despia for some reason.
Yeah.
And I drew it, and he tried to call by my scythe, and I chained Lancia, and it was beautiful.
Oh my
Yo,
god, that's so good.
Yeah, like that was super good. Then I got the 3 Dark Ruler and 3 Droplet for Scythe,
Mm.
Scythe or Sword Soul evenly. I realized after I submitted my deck list that this was ass because I just want to kill my own.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't want to be wasting my battle phase to try and do that. And like even Dark Ruler, I was like, oh, I don't really want to play it, but it's better than Chalice, so
Well, it's better than getting Scythe locked.
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then the one Red Reboot, just for background, standard stuff.
Yeah, well, you just played it in combo deck.
Yeah,
Yeah, so did you hit that cross out? I mean, like, how
I
did
didn't
you?
see it.
Yeah, like
Oh,
that is that was the first thing I saw when this list popped up.
yeah, same
Yeah,
to be fair.
that
It
that
was like, hey, you need to explain this cross out there, please. Especially as a
Oh,
one-off.
look. Well, okay. I just figured if I'm going first, it's another card I can put in. There will be Scythe, it beats Call by,
and you prefer
any hand
uh,
trap.
like instead of a third talent.
Instead of,
Drop
well, a third talent means please. I
Yeah.
don't want, and that was already bad enough that I played 2 on the main deck, to be honest. And I got lucky that it worked out.
Mm.
But just the flexibility of talents being able to take, I felt was a lot better than having more crossouts in the main.
Okay. All right.
Especially like when in Despia, if you take their form of Albaz fusion, then it turns off Mercuria, it turns off the that trap card. So there
Banishment.
was some reasoning behind it. Yeah, the banishment. Um, so yeah, that's the deck I went with. My matchups were round 1 was a Punk against Punk Therion. I think game 1 I double hand trapped and then OTK'd him, and then game 2 bricked. Um, round 2 was against Sky Striker, and he misplayed game 1, so I was able to kill him with Access Code and Ray.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
then
yes.
and then game 2, he didn't draw into any Sky Strike cards, so that was sad. And he stopped me from getting scythe locking him, but it was like, was it really worth it? And then let's see, round 3 I played against Lucas in a mirror match. Game 1 I opened like poverty combo, normal summons Yaman use effect. So that felt bad, but then it got ashed or something, so I lost. Game
Oh, yeah.
2, game 2 he had droplets Dark Ruler, but I was doing standby phase Baron, so it made it super awkward. And my
Oh,
Chaos
yeah.
Ruler milled snow, so he couldn't play through the snow. And I won, so I overcame, and then in game 3 I opened Nib Vela plus E-Tally, Foxy Tune, and I think it was a Draco backup deck, the Enchantress.
Mm.
So I was like, oh yeah, I'm just lucky. I don't lose this. And then, excuse me, round 4 I played against Kizza on Sword Soul. He won the roll. He went first. He deserved it around Nib. And then I OTK'd him because I just had all combo.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Seems
And then,
fair.
game 2 I opened I opened Dark Ruler and something else, and he went full combo, and then I just negated his whole board. I full combo cleared the board and set up Scythe.
Yeah,
So yeah,
something that I have to say is if you
yeah,
don't side eye side,
sure.
the card is like crazy where you can break the board and but you can't kill. You just set up side lock, they can't play, and the next turn you kill.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was fine. Then we had a break, and I came back to the Sword Soul, Little Soul Mirror, Yahweh, at the top of Swiss 7-0.
Oh yeah.
He won, I think he won the roll, and then, so I broke his board, OTK, or I was able to set up enough that he wasn't able to play any scooped. And then
Yeah.
game 2, I broke the board again, but then I misplayed and I wasn't able to kill him. I missed lethal, and so I lost the next turn. And then
Yeah, Sword Soul being Sword Soul.
yeah, game 3, I draw the adventure hand plus token collector, and that was the most troll hand I saw all day. So I set up the Wandering Griffin, and then I put token collector in the graveyard so he sees it. So he plays around the token collector, and he just sets up a what do you call it? The Draco Berserker with his 10 years.
Yeah.
That's fine. I drop him on my turn. I go for lethal with the Synchro Monsters with a Bronze Protect.
Yeah.
And he nib veils me. And then I'm like, okay, I'll play through that. And then I go through also to get to access code to OTK with that. And then he implements my access code. And I couldn't play the Yeah, exactly. And I was like, this is rough. I could still play, but I can't do I'd used all my
Your
Like,
guess.
extra
You'd
decks,
have
so
like 4 cards in extra deck max.
yeah, exactly. So I just ended with a Dark Charmer, an Adventure Token, and a Soulless Vashida.
Yeah.
Then he started playing, and I forgot I had Token Collector in the grave.
Bugger.
So I scooped it up, and then I
A
realized
hand like that, you could just, do the Wandering Griffin Rider, normal summon token collector, pass, don't have droplet, please.
Yeah, it could have worked, but I think
Like, normal summon
definitely
token collector creamy.
It's actually underrated.
I should have
I
won
agree.
that match, and it's just I misplayed, and so I lost. So that's
Yeah.
easy there.
Yeah.
Then the round after was that round 5. So round 6, I played against Despia. And you'll see in his match report, I scythe locked him game 1. Game 2 outed my pep and killed me, and then game 3, I just misplayed. I think we could have gone to a draw, but I took 400 or something like that because I checked into a monster for some reason. I don't know, like far out. I was there at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's like my potato hour. My brain turns off, and I was like struggling. I was on Struggle Street. But yeah, so it is what it is. That was my X2, and then the final round was against Dragon Link. That's when I drew my brick hand, which was the Tactics, Double Nerve, Veiler, Call By. But yeah, sweared him, and then that was my match for the day. But the list worked out pretty good, I think.
This is pretty
Foolish
good.
was my OTK card as well for one duel when I Foolish the Snow for the extra damage. But I was actually quite happy with this list. I just cut the hot red for something else, maybe another wing monster, probably.
Yeah.
Liner.
Liner's pretty hot, yeah.
Lina is really good. Lina comes up very often because of Foxy Tunes, because of Veilers, Snow, even the Nibs.
Exactly.
So you finished 11th place, didn't you, Connor?
Yeah, 11th.
I kind of zoned out after they called out me and I got my... were there any X2s in top 8?
No, the 8th
no
place
X2s in top
was
8.
X11 as well.
Was 9th X11?
Yes, no, the 9th was X2.
Oh, okay. So that's nicer. Okay, yeah, that was kind of like the fear because, like, with the amount of players we had, top of be a bit, bit trash, and saying 1-1.
Yeah,
and
it was
you might get
Capano's X. His undefeated but he had 2 draws as what, like, kept the X2 out.
I didn't know that about Kafana. Damn, he was
Yeah,
technically
he was also
undefeated
another
then.
undefeated player. He was 4th place, I think.
Yeah, he was 4th place because
Yeah.
so I would have been the highest seeded X1. That's nice.
But yeah, that was dope. That was dope. And shout out to Ash for lending me Evenly Match. He came up after Swiss and he goes, "What's your record?" And I was like, "X2." He was like, "Oh, cool. Get my evenings back now." And I was like, "Oh, yeah,
Oh,
thanks,
you
bro."
got to cut it like that. Oh no.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
dope. But yeah,
At least you got the 6 sleeves in Matt though. Like I miss having those sleeves every year. You know.
yeah, they're pretty clean. I like them a lot. I'll be using them for OC.
Yeah. Nah, I've still got my DB grinder sleeves, so that's my issue deck sorted. And the only thing I'll ever double sleeve will be issue deck DB.
Yeah, pretty much. That's fair.
I got my
That's my
enemy
deck.
sleeves. This like never changing.
I'm gonna peace out now because I need.
All right then. Thank you, Connor.
Alright.
Thank you for showing.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the stream.
Thanks for coming up.
And I'll see your deck profile later.